then hi, Kathryn. How are you?
Hi, Sonia. Great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, so I just want to introduce myself to everybody. I'm Sonia Yvette, certified love of attraction coach, and I am here with Kathryn Alice. Thank you. She is the love guru. She is the creator of Manifest Your Soulmate. She's an author, a mom, my mentor for over 10 years, and I'm so honored for this Q&A today on soulmates. So go ahead, Kathryn, tell us your story.
Which story do you want to hear?
How did this come about? How did you create this manifest love movement?
Well, I was directing a crisis support team, as you may know, in LA and Los Angeles. And the biggest source of people in pain over love, over like suicidal issues, was love by far. They would have a breakup, they were having relationship problems, or just really lonely. That's why most people came in. And so I started specializing in doing workshops, and they were very popular. Started doing them in other cities. Eventually, my first book came out, Love Will Find You, which became a big hit. It's a bestseller, and everything went from there. And I met you in that process, didn't I?
I'm one of her clients, so yes, it worked.
She found her soulmate in one of my workshops.
That's right. Join Kathryn Alice.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
The rest is history, and now we're here sharing. So one thing, so we did this fun little game online, social media, and we are dying to ask you these questions. Okay. Valentine's is a few days away.
Right.
Right? So one of the top questions is, what is a soulmate?
A soulmate is someone you were meant to be with. I don't think you can miss them, but you can delay them by not being in the right space to attract them, by having bad beliefs about yourself and your chances for love, or bad beliefs about love in general, like, oh, come on, soulmates, give me a break. If you don't believe in it, it's really hard to have it. And so one of the things we do, as you know, is we remove people's delay or their blocks to love. But I do believe that for everybody who's seeing this, that you have a soulmate out there living and breathing right now who was made for you. You can't help but come together eventually. Our job is to make it sooner. And if you can on Valentine's, even if you don't have a Valentine this year, get a Valentine for them that you give them in the future. I did it, and I gave it to my husband on our wedding day. I bought it before I knew him. And so it really works just to buy him a gift, something to affirm that you don't have your Valentine yet, but he or she is on the way.
Wonderful. That was a lot of good stuff right there. Okay, so our next question is, how do they know that he or she's the one?
Well, there are some signs. Usually you're very drawn to each other on both sides. It's mutual. And even if your whole life you dated someone who didn't like you as much as you liked them, or people who liked you and you were not that into them, which mostly we don't count, this time it's equal. You're both equally enthused. It goes better than it ever has before. You just get along. You feel like you've known each other longer than you have. And it's just smooth sailing. And they feel supportive of you. They're not hard to get. They don't give you the runaround, blow hot and cold. And they lift you up. They don't tear you down. So those are some of the signs where you know it could be the one.
So it's like a flow?
There's a flow, exactly, Sonia.
Got it. Wonderful. Okay, thank you. Our next question is, how do they manifest love?
Well, you manifest love. The way we do it is you start by doing a soul call. And a soul call is an inner guided meditation that kind of opens you up. You're sending out an invitation to your one. That's our technology we use. We back it up by buying them a present, cleaning out a drawer, something symbolic that you're ready and open to them. You can do your Valentine's since we're near Valentine's. So that's good. And then we need to date differently. We need to instill some inner work, like faith that you do have love. And then do a little bit of outer work to make sure you're connecting with people well. If you're socially anxious, get rid of that. Or if you're socially awkward, help you to learn to relate in a better manner and be open. Because some people kind of shut it out just by their behavior. So we work on all levels. And usually before you know it, you are in the arms of that person and you're no longer single.
Yay, that was a lot of information. Okay, thank you, Kathryn. Last question. This is a really good one. They keep asking me. What blocks them from love?
Oh, there are many blocks. The biggest block of all is being attached to the wrong person. Your ex or somebody from your past, somebody you might not even know. Some parents, unfortunately, if you're a single parent, you can be so attached to your child. There's no room for anybody to come in. It's not really healthy for the child or you, for that matter. That's the biggest one, is attachment to the wrong thing. And that is such a big block. I don't consider anybody able to get out the gate until we can loosen up that attachment and dissolve it. That's one. Bad beliefs about yourself or your prospects for love or love in general is another big block. Bad patterns, is a big block. Bad self-esteem. If you have bad self-esteem, you'll either settle for somebody who's wrong, or if you meet somebody who you feel like they're right, they feel like they're above you or out of your league. You're intimidated, you can't talk to them, you can't accept you're good. So those are some of them. There's a lot of them, and it's a real key to finding your soulmate, is getting rid of those blocks.
Wonderful. That's definitely one of the main things here. And our last question is, what has been one of the most amazing, fun stories that you shared, that you experienced from one of your clients?
Well, I got a really good one lately, and I think I don't know if we've got it framed. We have a bunch of, this is my wall of weddings. Some of the people who have met through my work and got married. You're on there, but I just got one. I don't know if we hung it yet, because I've got a stack that I need to hang. But we got one recently. This person I worked with for a few years now. Some of you may have heard me say that your soulmate, it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter your weight. It doesn't matter if you're physically able differently, or if you have a chronic illness. Nothing will keep love from you. You have a soulmate no matter who you are. And in my book, Love Will Find You, I write about that, and people who've had those conditions and still found love. Well, I worked with this lady who was in thank you. She was in a wheelchair for life, and she was differently abled and needed a lot of help. And she had a lot of blocks to get through, because she felt like, society tells me I'm not worthy of love, and what are my chances? Well, then one day I had worked with her a while, and then I didn't hear from her. And recently we got a picture of her with this tall, handsome groom, and she was in her wheelchair in a wedding dress. They got married. So she met her one. And I love that, because it's proof that if you can get over your own blocks and your own idea of your prospects, I don't care who you are, what's going on with you, what you think makes you unworthy of love. Not only are you worthy of love, but there's someone who will love you as is. I do know that. So I love that story, because she really had a hard time getting over this. It took a while, but she met her guy, and they got married, and it's happily ever after. So.
Wow. Thank you so much for that amazing story. And I hope everybody that watches this were inspired by you. Tell them where they can reach you, get your stuff, your website, where they can get a hold of you.
Well, if you're watching this video, you can see my name down in the corner. And if you look up that name as spelled, Kathryn Alice, you can find me on Amazon. Love Will Find You, the book that Sonia showed you, is the easiest introduction. Luckily, we have an audio book coming out soon. If you're interested, email us at info@kathrynalice.com. We're giving it away for free this year, 2020, throughout the year. You're going to get a chapter a month and go through. And then after that, it'll be available for purchase on Amazon. So that's a great introduction. And the Manifesting Love, Manifest Your Soulmate CD, you can get, has a soul call on it. That's another really good one. And then my website is kathrynalice.com or Next Stop Soulmate, either one. You can find more of my work and maybe get a couple free things to get going with it.
Thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate you, and so grateful that you led this path for all of us here to really find our one and live magically. What is your quote? I have it here. It is, life is supposed to be magical.
That's right. And I believe it. And life is very magical, as you know, with your soulmate. So, let's get it done.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kathryn.
Thanks so much. Mwah.
Mwah.